Took the long way home again, past the place where it began. Your voice in echoes off the bricks still lingers in the way they hit. The sidewalk cracks your favorite shoes. The wind still hums like how you'd move. No GPS could reroute me from the ghosts that still surround me. Some roads sound like you in the shuffle of the leaves, in the creak of old street signs, in the silence when I breathe. Every turn still leads me back to the rhythm of our laugh. I walk alone, but feel it true. Some roads sound like you. That cafe window holds your face, reflected in a warmer place. The bells above the door still chime, like how you'd sing my name in time. I pass the bench where we once sat. A dog walks by, you once had that. Even the birds above me knew. They sang like they remembered you. Some roads sound like you in the shuffle of the leaves, in the creak of old street signs, in the silence when I breathe. Every turn still leads me back to the rhythm of our laugh. I walk alone, but feel it true. Some roads sound like you. You left no map, no last goodbye, just a whisper in the sky. Now every step I try to take feels like a song I didn't make. Some roads sound like you, more than memory should do. In the hush between the cars, in the echo of old stars. Even if you're gone for good, I'd take these steps again, I would. 'Cause somehow I still walk them through. Some roads sound like you.
It's not the photos on the shelf that say the most about yourself. It's in the way the air just stills since you left and broke the will. I used to hear your humming low as coffee brewed, as windows closed. Now silence speaks in every room, and every wall still knows it's you. In the quiet you left, there's a weight I didn't expect. No goodbye, no crash, no cry, just stillness where you used to lie. Not a sound, but everything's loud when your voice isn't in the crowd. And I sit with what's been kept in the quiet you left. Your pillow holds a shape so small, like echoes trapped inside the wall. And though you didn't leave a note, the hush you gave says all you wrote. The clock still ticks but softer now, like time itself forgot just how to move the way it used to do, when every second moved with you. In the quiet you left, there's a chill I can't forget. No storm, no slam, no trace of fight, just a house to calm at night. I listen hard but hear regret in the way the silence sets, like a ghost without its breath. In the quiet you left. quiet you left, I still talk under my breath to a name that's fading slow, to a light that won't let go. You didn't need a final word. Your absence is the loudest heard. Now I live with what's been left in the quiet you left.
I saw your name light up last night, but I didn't type a thing. Just stared until the screen went dark with all the weight that silence brings.
I walked past where we used to meet. Could've sworn I heard you laugh, but maybe it's just memory playing tricks that echo back. And I know we said goodbye, and time has drawn the line, but in the way I reach for certain songs, in the way you drink your wine, it's not all gone, not just noise. Still space in all this void. I'm still a little bit yours, and you're still a little bit mine. Your jacket's still behind my door. Haven't worn it, but I might. Sometimes it feels like holding you would still make everything feel right. Your toothbrush stayed a week or two before I let it go, but some things cling without a shape in places no one knows. And I know we said goodbye, and time has drawn the line, but in the way I fold my laundry slow, in the way you pause at night, it's not all gone, not just noise. Still a space in all this void. I'm still a little bit yours, and you're still a little bit mine. I don't dream about you often, but when I do, you're still the same. We laugh like nothing's broken, like no one else has names. Maybe love doesn't vanish clean. Maybe it just slips in between. So if you hear a certain song, or feel me when you're tired, know this love didn't burn to ash, it just faded into quiet fire. We're not whole, we're not lost, we're just echoes we forgot. I'm still a little bit yours, and you're still a little bit mine. I'm still a little bit yours, and you're still a little bit mine. Steam still rises from the cup, like you might come pick it up. The chair's still pulled out just for you, the way you always used to do. You left in haste, or maybe slow, I never really got to know. But your fingerprints have turned to ghosts on every edge I miss the most. It's the cup you forgot to hold, still warm though time runs cold. A sip away from something real, but now it's just the way I feel. Half full or half regret, I haven't touched it yet. Just watching all the stories unfold from the cup you forgot to hold. Your shadow dances in the glass when morning light begins to pass, and I pretend you're just upstairs fixing buttons, tying hair. The sugar's where you left it last, 2 spoons, your rhythm from the past, and I still stir it like you said, clockwise, slow and straight to bed. It's the cup you forgot to hold, still warm though time runs cold. A sip away from something true, but it tastes like missing you. The lipstick fade and faded rose still clings where no one knows. A little trace I still enfold from the cup you forgot to hold. I've washed it once, then not again, afraid it might all truly end, if even this one fragile thing is taken by remembering. It's the cup you forgot to hold, but it's how I still feel whole. It's silent, yes, but says enough that love remains in quiet stuff. And though the coffee's grown too old, my hands still feel it warm and bold. Like maybe you're not fully gone, just holding back from the cup you forgot to hold.
There's a jacket by the door, still damp from nights before. You once wore it in July, when the sky forgot to lie. Now it's folded like your name in the corners of my shame. I don't move it, I don't speak, I just listen when it leaks. This is where I keep the rain, in old shoes and window panes, in a song you used to hum when your silence hadn't come. I don't cry, I just remain in the hallway near your frame, where thunder sounds like your refrain. This is where I keep the rain. There's a letter never sent, dried with drops of what you meant. I still read it line by line, even though the ink resigns. The umbrellas by the bed, opened once, then left for dead. You always hated cloudy days, but loved the way they'd wash away. This is where I keep the rain, on the sill and in the stain, in the gaps between my words, where your name still softly stirs. I don't shout, I just contain all the things I can't explain, like why I feel you in each chain. This is where I keep the rain. You left with sun upon your face, but dropped your storm in this old place. And though I light the candles bright, they flicker like your long good night. This is where I keep the rain, not to suffer, not to blame, but to honor what was real, what I lost and still can feel. It drips slow inside my chest, where you lived and took your rest. Not in pain, just sweet remain. This is where I keep the rain.
Never slammed a single door, just faded like the day before. No loud goodbye, no crashing fall, just whispers slipping down the wall. Now every breeze that finds its way through windows we forgot to close reminds me of the things you'd say in voices only I still know. I hear you in the curtains when the morning starts to move in folds that dance without a sound, like they're tracing after you. You're not in photographs or in the books upon the shelves, but in the way the fabric sways, like you're still here all by yourself. I dust the frames, I change the sheets, but never touch the window seat where sunlight lays across the floor exactly like it did before. And when the wind forgets to knock, it slides right in without a thought. And there you are in threads so thin, soft as sorrow, deep as skin. I hear you in the curtains every time they find the air in silence thick as memory. You're somehow always there, not in broken glass or frames, but in the hush that knows your name, in little folds that never strain to keep you near without the pain. I never knew a voice could stay without a breath, without a face. But now I know what silence means when it chooses where it leans. I hear you in the curtains like a secret I don't tell. You move when no one else can see and speak where only I can dwell. So let the breeze keep riding you across these walls in shifting hues. You didn't leave, you just became the quiet in the curtain's name.
I pour the coffee like you used to do. Same old mug, same morning blue. Keys on the table, coat on the chair, but I forget why I even care. I dress up just to walk in place, smile at strangers with your face. The calendar says Wednesday now, but I'm still somewhere else somehow. I'm sleepwalking through yesterday, where your laugh still lights the way. Every step a silent plea to turn back time invisibly. I breathe, I speak, I move, I play, but nothing really wants to stay. I'm here in body, lost in gray, still sleepwalking through yesterday. I pass your bakery on 5th and Main. Still remember how you'd hate the rain. The smell of cinnamon cuts so deep. I blink too long, forget to speak. The clock keeps ticking, but I don't feel like any part of this is real. It's like a play I can't escape, where all the lines have lost their shape. I'm sleepwalking through yesterday, where you never walked away. The light still shines behind your door, even though you're not here anymore. I blink, I turn, I nod, I sway, like someone who's not meant to stay. This world feels distant, far away. I'm sleepwalking through yesterday. Everyone says you'll be fine, but healing's not a measured line. It's a loop I live and breathe, in every dream I can't unweave. I'm sleepwalking through yesterday, in moments that forgot to fade. I carry you in every thought, in memories the present brought. Someday I'll wake and find my way, but not today, not yet today. Till then I drift and softly pray, while sleepwalking through yesterday.
I saw your shirt in someone's hand, same old band you used to jam. I smiled without a second thought, like muscle memory I forgot. The way you say it's not that late, the crooked grin I used to hate, still plays like vinyl in my chest, a tune I didn't know I kept. You're familiar like my name, in a crowd or in the rain. You're a part I didn't choose, but can't erase or seem to lose. Like a shadow in my flame, you still echo, still remain. You're not a stranger, not the same. You're familiar like my name. Ooh, ooh. I pass your street without a plan, still count the steps like I once ran. The lamppost still has that soft glow, where we stood and let it snow. You're stitched into my silent days, like habits I can't put away. And every mirror seems to know the part of me that won't let go. You're familiar like my name, in the way I feel the blame, in the laugh that slips too soon, in the quiet of my room. You're a voice that gently not a scar, not just a frame. You're the wind that hums in tune when I hum beneath the moon. So if I ever smell the same, it's not the past I try to tame. It's just the part of me that came from you, familiar like my name. Ooh, ooh.
He never asks for center stage, just turns the page, just walks the days with hands that carry heavy time, but eyes that soften every line. He doesn't speak in perfect rhyme, but says enough with simple signs. A coffee cup, a folded sleeve, a kind of peace you never leave. He belongs in autumn light, where gold and gray both feel just right, where every leaf can hear his pace, and sunlight rest upon his face. Not built for summer's burning eyes, nor winter's hush, nor spring's disguise. But when the world turns soft and bright, he belongs in autumn light. Hums but never sings out loud. He's thunder held beneath a cloud. He'll hold the door, not say a word, but in that stillness you'll be heard. You'll find him walking quiet roads where memory and wind erode, but in his calm the world is slow, and in that still you start to grow. He belongs in autumn light, in afternoons that fade just right, in every breath the trees let go, in every breeze that learns to know. He fits where fading isn't lost, where change is not a line you cross, but just the way the heart takes flight. He belongs in autumn. If you've known a love like his, you'll miss it more in days like this, when orange skies and silence fall. You'll feel him there inside it all. He belongs in autumn light, where hearts slow down and colors right, where endings feel like open doors and beauty settles into pores. He doesn't need the world to see, he simply breathes in poetry, and every dusk that says goodnight knows he belongs in autumn light.
I used to sit in quiet rooms and feel your breath fill all the gloom. You never had to say a word. Your presence was the sound I heard. The ticking clock, the shifting light, now echo more than feels right. And though I'm not the same. The silence speaks your name. Even my silence misses you. The empty spaces feel you too. You carved your echo in the air and left your shadow on the chair. I try to hold what fades away, but still your hush is where I stay. You're gone and yet you wander through. Even my silence misses you. The evening comes without a sound, but you're the hush that still surrounds. The kettle sings, the window sighs, but none of it can meet my eyes. I never knew a voice so low could leave a world that overflows with all the things we didn't say. Now they replay each single day. Even my silence misses you, like footsteps lost in morning dew, like pages closed too soon to read, like flowers picked but not to keep. There's not a word that I could find that fits the shape you left behind. I breathe, I wait, but it feels true. Even my silence misses you. And if I speak, the room will cry. It's safer here where ghosts pass by. But still I know you'd understand how silence reached for your hand. Even my silence misses you, like stars that fade before the blue. You never screamed, you never ran, you simply vanished where you stand. But every breath I hold in tight still carries whispers of your light. So soft, so deep, so strangely true. Even my silence misses you. There's a sky behind your eyes. I've seen it shift with no goodbyes. From golden dawns to silver grays, you hold the storm and drift away. You never speak of what you hide, but I can feel the turning tide. Each glance of wind I can't predict, each blink a cloud I can't convict. The sky behind your eyes tells stories you disguise. With every blink a thunder rolls, with every tear a sun consoled. You carry all the stars so light, but hide the dark you fight each night. And I would stay and memorize the sky behind your eyes. I asked once what you dream about. smiled and slowly tuned me out. But in that hush I heard a breeze, a quiet ache behind the peace. You look up less than you did then, as if afraid the sky might bend. But I still see it shining through the parts you never share with you. The sky behind your eyes holds colors you deny, a canvas moving without end, a storm that never has to mend. You wear the blue like Sunday's grace and hold the night in your embrace. I chase the dusk, I brave the rise for the sky behind your eyes. And if one day the light breaks free from everything you couldn't be, I hope you'll see what I have known, that sky was never yours alone. The sky behind your eyes still paints my quiet skies, and even if you drift away, I'll watch your weather every day. You never had to speak it clear, your sky was always drawing near, and I still fly in soft disguise through the sky behind your eyes. She doesn't chase the light, she lets it come to her, a whisper in a world that always begs to stir. She doesn't raise her voice to steal a crowded room, but somehow when she's near, the chaos makes more room. She wears the quiet well, like a song you cannot tell, but still it plays soft as the sea. In every space she lets you be, she holds the calm inside her shell, like silence kissed by carousel. You'll never guess, but you can tell, she wears the quiet well. Her footsteps never rush, yet always find their way. She never tries to lead, but still you wanna stay. She smiles like summer rains and listens like a flame that flickers with your truth, but never burns your name. She wears the quiet well, like a secret meant to dwell in all the corners of your mind you didn't know you'd hope to find. She's gentle like a chapel bell that only rings for those who fell. No armor but no one could quell how she wears the quiet well. It's far too loud, she doesn't fight, she stands her ground, a presence soft but never small. She is the hush that holds it all. She wears the quiet well, not afraid to break or swell. She's the breath you didn't hear, but kept you standing all those years. And when you look, you'll see her spell, and how the shadows rise and dwell. You'll know the truth, you'll feel it swell. She wears the quiet well.
for center stage, just turns the page, just walks the days, with hands that carry heavy time, but eyes that soften every line. He doesn't speak in perfect rhyme, but says enough with simple signs. A coffee cup, a folded sleeve, a kind of peace you never leave. He belongs in autumn light, where gold and gray both feel just right, where every leaf can hear his pace, and sunlight rests upon his face. Not built for summer's burning eyes, no winter's hush nor spring's disguise, but when the world turns soft and bright, he belongs in autumn light. He hums but never sings out loud. He's thunder held beneath a cloud. He'll hold the door, not say a word, but in that stillness you'll be heard. You'll find him walking quiet roads where memory and wind erode, but in his calm the world is slow, and in that still you start to grow. He belongs in autumn light, in afternoons that fade just right, in every breath the trees let go, in every breeze that learns to know. He fits where fading isn't lost, where change is not a line you cross, but just the way the heart takes flight. He belongs in autumn light. If you've known a love like his, you'll miss it more in days like this, when orange skies and silence fall. You'll feel him there, inside it all. He belongs in autumn light, where hearts slow down and colors right, where endings feel like open doors, and beauty settles into pores. He doesn't need the world to see, he simply breathes in poetry, and every dusk that says goodnight knows he belongs in autumn light. I've seen the lights of foreign towns, slept under stars that spun around, walked roads that whispered different names, but none of them could feel the same. I've tasted wines from mountain stone, and danced when no one stands alone, but every smile and every street just led me back to where you breathe. Nowhere else feels like home, not the cities made of chrome, not the beaches bathed in gold, not the stories I was told. All the beauty I have known still feels distant, still feels cold, 'cause nowhere else, no place I roam, feels like home without your soul. I bought a map, I drew a line, from every place to where you're mine, but love's not drawn in borderlands, it's in the space between two hands. You once said home is just a name, till someone calls it with no shame, and in your voice I heard the key to every door inside of me. Nowhere else feels like home, even under foreign domes, lost in velvet skies, even kissed by lullabies. I could sleep on woven thread, but miss the pillow where you said that every breath we've ever sown made my heart your only home. And if I never find the shore, if every flight just leaves me more, I'll still believe you are the flame that turns a place into a name. Nowhere else feels like home. No matter where I'm meant to roam, no flag, no stone, no line, no dome could pull me from your voice alone. And when I'm old, when stars are gone, if I still sing, you'll be the song, the one I hum when I'm alone. 'Cause nowhere else feels like home.
We never needed many words to fill the space, to feel assured. A look, a pause, a certain way. You'd hold your breath and drift away.
I'd match your steps without a sound. Your heart beat louder than the ground. We spoke in glances, hands and teeth, a language only we could see. Our silence had a rhythm, like waves beneath the floor. It wasn't cold or distant, it was something we adored. Like jazz without a melody, but still a perfect song. Our silence had a rhythm that played us all along.
You traced the rim of every glass, like tapping time that couldn't pass. And I would hum the harmony to things you never said to me.
The morning light would hit your face. I'd read your mood with gentle grace. And though the world would beg for sound, we found a peace without a pound. Our silence had a rhythm, a beat beneath the hush. It wasn't lost or broken, it was soft instead of rushed. No need to fill the air with lines when breathing you was art. Our silence had a rhythm that held us heart to heart.
I never felt alone in it.
I felt more heard than ever been.
It taught me love is more than words.
It lived in spaces in between. Our silence had a rhythm, like firelight without the flame. Still warm, still bright, still dancing, though never called by name. And though we're walking separate now, that song is still inside. Our silence had a rhythm that time can't override.